Hello everyone. Thank you for joining Lincoln Public Library's Digital Library for Seniors. This is sponsored by the Lincoln Hills Foundation and Friends of the Lincoln Public Library. Today we're going to be talking about Libby. Libby is an app you can use to borrow eBooks, audiobooks, and digital magazines free from your public library. You can stream titles with Wi-Fi or mobile data or download them for offline use to read anytime, anywhere. You can access Libby on the Apple App Store, Google Play, or Fire OS 5 and up. If you have a Windows computer, Mac computer, or Chromebook, you can use Libby in your web browser at libbyapp.com. Before we get started, please make sure that you have a Lincoln Public Library card. If you don't, you can go online at www.library@lincoln.org and sign up for one today. You can get a digital library card which you can use right away, but please make sure you stop by the library within 6 months of getting that digital library card to receive a physical library card. For this demonstration, we're going to be using a web browser. You're going to want to go to libbyapp.com. That's libbyapp.com. This is the first screen you'll see. The question is, do you have a library card? Since we just signed up for one, we're going to click yes. Now, if you haven't used Libby before, you're going to go for Search a Library. You can search a library by the library name, city, or zip code. Please make sure that if you search by library name, you search by Lincoln Public Library. There are many Lincoln libraries out there. For this demonstration, I'm going to search by zip code. When I put in our zip code, you'll see that at the very top, we have the NorthNet Library System, which is the Lincoln Public Library with our address. We're going to click on this one. And now on the right-hand side, it's letting us know that we need to add our library card. So again, you're going to choose Lincoln Public Library, and we're going to enter our card number. When it comes to Libby, each cardholder can borrow up to 10 items per month and can place 8 items on hold. Unused borrows will not roll over into the next month. Borrow limits will reset on the first day of each month. Checkout periods. User can choose 7-day, 14-day, or 21-day options for most items. There's also something called skip the line items, which we will talk about, which are generally set for 14 days. Once you've signed up with your Lincoln Public Library card and placed that number into Libby, you'll see this screen. Linked card. It'll say loans 0 out of 10 and holds 0 out of 8. Now let's go to the main screen. Down here at the bottom, you're going to see 5 different icons. Each icon will help you navigate Libby. The magnifying glass will help you search for titles. The house is a library where the library collection is held with your most recent browsing. The lines in the middle is your menu. The stack of books is where you can see your loans, holds, and any tags that you placed on books. And the clock allows you to see your timeline. When it comes to browsing for an item, click the top search area. We're going to search James Patterson. When we click James Patterson, you'll see that they're trying to match everything. This means audiobooks and eBooks. Listings, there's 233 books, while there's 183 audiobooks. When it comes to Libby, sometimes you'll have to place holds on items because there's only so many copies available. If we scroll down here and go to Fear No Evil, you'll see that we have to place a hold and that it doesn't state borrow. If we click on this little library card in the corner, it'll tell us how long the wait is for this item. So Fear No Evil is pretty popular. Right now, it's about 15 weeks before I would get this item. I would be 16th in line, while there's 5 copies in use, and 33 people waiting in total. Let's place this item on hold. I'm going to click out of this, and I'm going to select Place Hold. Now you'll see another screen pop up, and it's letting you know how many holds you have available before placing this hold. I'm going to click Place Hold, and now I'm in line for it. Now I'm going to go back to search results to keep looking for another book by James Patterson that's available right now. Texas Ranger. You'll see here that the borrow is available. I'm going to click this, and again another window pops up, and it lets me know that I can borrow it now. If I scroll back up to the top though, I can choose how long I'd like to borrow this item for. By clicking on 21 days, I can see that I could borrow this title for 7 days, 14 days, or 21 days. I'm going to choose 21 days, and we're going to click Borrow. Once we've borrowed this item, we can go to either Open Book, Keep Browsing, or Go to Shelf. Let's open this book. Now it gives us the option as well if we want to open it in Kindle or if we want to use the Libby app. Kindle, if you click that and you have a Kindle that you want to use, you will be directed to your Amazon account. You will have to sign in, but from there, once you've signed in, you'll download the item and you will not be charged for it. For this demonstration, I'm going to open it right here in this Libby app. It's going to take it just a moment to get all set up. And if you click off to the right side, you can swipe through the pages. If you click in the center, you'll be able to see where you are within the book. There's also an option up here in the corner to change how you read. You can change the size of the print. So let's make it a little bit bigger. You can also change the lighting. And you can customize. If I click in the center again, up here in the right-hand corner, there's also an area where you can bookmark your items, and we can change the layout of the book. If we'd like to leave, we just click this back arrow in the left-hand corner. And when we exit, you'll see that we're back at our shelf. I'm going to close the book out in this right-hand corner so we just get a better view of our shelf. So this stack of books right here is going to take you to this shelf and it's going to show you what items you currently have out. It also gives you your due date and how you can manage your loan. If I click on Manage Loan, I can return it early. You can renew your loan 3 days prior to its due date as long as nobody is on hold for it. Your reading journey also tells you how far along you are in this book. Up at the top here, we'll see that we have one loan out. If we click on holds, we'll see that hold that we placed. If we go back to shelf, we can also tag items. When you click tag, it's going to tell you that you can create different tags. We say got it. Right now we have a borrowed tag. Now let's take a look at books if we don't know what we're looking for. We're going to go back to the beginning. We can explore with filters. So we can look at books. Maybe we want just audiobooks or magazines. With Libby, there's Available Now, which will give you items that are available right away where you don't have to put a hold on it. We also have Skip the Line. If you're reading with a Kindle, maybe you want to search just books available on Kindle because not all books on Libby are able to open with Kindle. You can open all the books with the app, but not Kindle. Let's check out Skip the Line. If we click on Skip the Line, it states, if you're lucky, you can snap up one of these popular titles that have a long wait list. So it looks like right now we have 4 different titles that we can immediately borrow. These items usually have longer wait times, but you're able to get them right away. So let's borrow one. Now you'll see that there's a date for this. No, start over. Now you'll see that this particular borrow is only available for 7 days. There's not a drop down for us to choose how long we want to check this item out. So this Skip the Line is only available for 7 days. We're still going to borrow it. And now we can go right into the book, or we can go back. We're going to go back to Skip the Line. We're going to go back to the very beginning. We're just going to click that little magnifying glass. And now we're back. If we click on the library, the little house down below, you'll also see there's newest, popular, random, more available now, and by subject. If you scroll down, you'll also see the most popular magazines, different guides and extras. If we just keep scrolling, it'll keep giving you suggestions on this page. Now let's look at checking out an audiobook. I'm going to go back to our magnifying glass, and I'm going to click on the little link that says Audiobooks. So now we can refine these if we'd like to. And if we click on Refine, we can choose different subjects, languages, availability. For availability, I'm going to change this to Available Now. Now it's giving me titles that are readily available. And once we find a title that we want, we're going to click Borrow. And again, it's going to tell you how many loans you have out and how many holds available you have. We're also going to check how many days we want this item for. So for this particular one, I'm going to select 14 days. Now click Borrow. Now we can open the audiobook, keep browsing, or go to Shelf. I'm going to go to Shelf just to show you what this looks like. So now we currently have 3 items out. So our loans are 3, holds 1, and we only have 1 tagged. If I scroll down to this audiobook, I'm going to say Open Audiobook. And this is what our audiobook looks like once we've opened it. There's a few different options for you. So you can push play. Once you're farther in, you can speed it up by 15 seconds so that it jumps forward 15 seconds. Or if you missed something, you can jump backwards 15 seconds. You're also able to move around down below to choose your place. Up here in the right-hand corner, this little dial is your speed. So currently it's at 1, which is the normal speed for an audiobook. You can fine-tune it by choosing how fast you want it to go, or you can do a preset speed. There's also the option with the moon for a timer. So we have a sleep timer where you can choose the end of the chapters when this book stops, maybe 15 minutes, 60 minutes. You can go all the way to 120 minutes. There's also the option of bookmarking. And then if we click back in this left-hand corner, it's going to take us back to our shelf. Thank you for joining us today at the Lincoln Public Library for this digital library for seniors training. It was sponsored by the Lincoln Hills Foundation and the Friends of the Lincoln Public Library. If you have any questions about this service, or if you want to see what else you can do with your library card, please go to our website below.